The cloud cost is one of the most scary aspects. You pay for what you use. To prevent any overcost on Google Cloud, you can achieve that from the billing service. Hello everyone, this is Dhruv from Edureka and I welcome you all to this session where I will be talking about billing in Google Cloud. So without any further ado, let's take a look at today's agenda. We will start this session by first having an overview of a resource in Google Cloud Platform and understanding what are cloud billing accounts and Google payment profiles as well as their types. We will then move forward and understand charging cycle and billing context in Google Cloud as well as sub-accounts in cloud billing. Furthermore, we will look at the relationship that govern the interaction between organizations, cloud billing accounts, and projects. Finally, we will then see a demo of billing structure on Google Cloud Platform. Before we begin, do consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated on trending technologies. And also, if you are interested in online training certification in Google Cloud Platform, check out the link given in the description box below. You can configure billing on Google Cloud in a variety of ways to meet different needs. So let's start with having a brief overview of a resource in Google Cloud. So the first question that arises while having an overview of a resource in Google Cloud is, what is actually a resource? In the context of Google Cloud, a resource can refer to the service level resources that are used to process your workloads, virtual machines, databases, and so on, as well as to the account level resources that sit above the services such as projects, folders, and the organization. Now, the next thing we need to understand under resource overview is what is resource management. So resource management is focused on how you should configure and grant access to the various cloud resources for your company or team, specifically the setup and organization of the account level resources that sit above the service level resources. Account level resources are the resources involved in setting up and administrating your Google Cloud account. Now, the third and major thing is resource hierarchy. Google Cloud resources are organized hierarchically. This hierarchy allows you to map your organization's operational structure to Google Cloud and to manage access control and permissions for groups of related resources. The resource hierarchy provides logical attach points for access management policies like identity and access management and organizations policies also. Both identity and access management and organization policies are inherited through the hierarchy, and the effective policy at each node of the hierarchy is the result of policies directly applied to the node and policies inherited from its ancestors. So this following diagram shows an example of resource hierarchy illustrating the core account level resources involved in administrating your Google Cloud account. So in this, you can see first is like domain. So your company domain is the primary identity of your organization that establishes your company's identity with Google services, including Google Cloud. To manage the users in your organization, at the domain level, you define which users should be associated with your organization when using Google Cloud. Domain is also where you can universally administer policy for your users and devices. For example, enable two-factor authentication, reset passwords for any users in your organization. The domain is linked to either a Google Workspace or Cloud Identity account. The Google Workspace or Cloud Identity account is associated with exactly one organization. You manage the domain level functionality using the Google Admin Console from like admin.google.com. Then the second thing is organization. An organization is the root node of the Google Cloud hierarchy of resources. All Google Cloud resources that belong to an organization are grouped under the organization node, allowing you to define settings, permissions, and policies for all projects, folders, resources, and cloud billing account parents. An organization is associated with exactly one domain established with either a Google Workspace or Cloud Identity account and is created automatically when you set up your domain in Google Cloud. Using an organization, you can centrally manage your Google Cloud resources and your users' access to those resources. This includes proactive management and reactive management. So proactive management is to reorganize resources as needed. For example, like restructuring or spinning up of a new division may require new projects and folders. And reactive management is an organization resource that provides a safety net to regain access to lost resources. For example, if one of your team members loses their access or leaves the company. The various roles and resources that are related to Google Cloud, including the organization projects, folders, resources, and cloud billing accounts, are managed within the Google Cloud Console. Now, the third thing is folder. So folders are a grouping mechanism and can contain projects, other folders, or a combination of both. To use folders, you must have an organization node. Folders and projects are all mapped under the organization node. Folders can be used by group resources that share common identity and access management policies. While folder can contain multiple folders or resources, a given folder or resource can have exactly one parent. Then the fourth one is projects. So projects are required to use service level resources such as compute engine, virtual machines, pub subtopics, cloud storage buckets, and so on. All service level resources are parented by projects, the base level organizing entity in Google Cloud. You can use projects to represent logical projects, teams, environments, or other collections that map to a business function or structure. Projects form the basis for enabling services, APIs, and IAM permissions. Any given resource can only exist in one project. And then we have resources. So Google Cloud Service level resources are the fundamental components that make up all Google Cloud services such as compute engine, virtual machines, pub subtopics, cloud storage buckets, and so on. For billing and access control purposes, resources exist at the lowest level of a hierarchy that also includes projects and an organization. Then the last one is label. So labels help you categorize your Google Cloud resources such as compute engine instances. A label is a key value pair. You can attach labels to each resource, then filter the resources based on their labels. Labels are great for cost tracking at a granular level. Information about labels is forwarded to the billing system so you can analyze your charges by label. Now let's move on to understand Cloud Billing Account and Google's payment profile. So we will understand them simultaneously. Okay, so a cloud billing account is set up in Google Cloud and is used to define who pays for given set of Google Cloud resources and Google Map platform APIs. Access control to a cloud billing account is established by identity and access management rules. Then a cloud billing account is connected to a Google Payments profile. Your Google Payments profile includes a payment instrument to which costs are charged. So a cloud billing account is a cloud level resource managed in the cloud console, whereas Google Payments profile is a Google level resource managed at payments.google.com. A cloud billing account like tracks all the costs incurred by your Google Cloud usage. A cloud billing account can be linked to one or more projects, and projects usage is charged to the linked cloud billing account. Okay. Whereas Google Payments profile connects to all of your Google services such as Google Ads, Google Cloud, and Pi phone services. A cloud billing account results in a single invoice per cloud billing account. Okay, and a Google Payments profile processes payments for all Google services, not just Google Cloud. A cloud billing account operates in a single currency and defines who pays for a given set of resources. A cloud billing account is connected to a Google Payments profile, which includes a payment illustrating defining how you pay for your charges. Google Payments profile, on the other side, stores information like name, address, and tax ID when required legally and who is responsible for the profile. Also, it stores your various payment instruments like credit cards, debit card, bank accounts, and other payment methods you have used to buy through Google in the past. Also, Google Payments Profile functions as a document center where you can view invoices, payment history, and so on. Cloud Billing account has like billing specific roles and permissions to control accesses and modifying billing related functions established by identity and access management rules. Whereas Google Payments Profile controls who can view and receive invoices for your various cloud billing accounts and products. Now let's understand the types of cloud billing accounts and profile. So there are two types of cloud billing accounts. First is self-serve account. So in which the payment instrument is a credit or debit card or ACH direct debit, depending on availability in each country or region. And in that, the costs are charged automatically to the payment instrument connected to the cloud billing account. You can sign up for self-serve accounts online. The documents generated for self-serve accounts include statements, payment receipts, and tax invoices and are accessible in the cloud console. And the second one is invoiced account, or you can say offline account. In this, the payment instruments can be checked or wire transfer. Invoices are sent by mail or electronically. Invoices are also accessible in the cloud console as are payment receipts. You must be eligible for invoiced billing. So for that, learn more about invoiced billing eligibility. You can learn that from the documentation of a GCP billing on Google Cloud Platform documentation. Okay. Now coming to the types of Google Payments profile. When you create your payments profile, you will be asked to specify the profile types. This information must be accurate for tax and identity verification. This setting can't be changed when you are setting up your payments profile. Make sure to choose the type that best fits how you plan to use your profile. There are two types of payments profile. One is individual and another is business. So in an individual, you are using your account for your own personal payments. If you register your payments profile as an individual, then only you can manage the profile. You won't be able to add or remove users or change permissions on the profile. And in business payment profile, you are paying on behalf of a business, organization, or partnership or educational institution. You use Google Payment Center to play apps and games and Google services like Google Ads, Google Cloud, and Fi Phone services. A business profile allows you to add other users to the Google Payments profile you manage so that more than one person can access or manage a payments profile. All users added to a business profile can see the payment information on the profile. Now let's understand the charging cycle and billing context in GCP billing criteria. Okay. So first understand the charging cycle. So the charging cycle on your cloud billing account determines how and when you pay for your Google Cloud services and your use of Google Maps platform APIs. For self-serve cloud billing accounts, your Google Cloud costs are charged automatically in one or the two ways. You can see of like a monthly billing, which where costs are charged on a regular monthly cycle. And the second is the threshold billing, in which the costs are charged when your account has acquired a specific amount. For self-serve cloud billing accounts, your charging cycle is automatically assigned when you create the account. You do not get to choose your charging cycle and you cannot change the charging cycle. For invoice cloud billing accounts, you typically receive one invoice per month, and the amount of time you have to pay your invoice, means your payment terms, is determined by the agreement you made with the Google. Now let's understand the billing context. A cloud billing account includes one or more contacts that are defined on the Google Payments profile that is connected to the cloud billing account. These contacts are people who are designated to receive billing information specific to the payments instrument on file. For example, when a credit card needs to be updated. To access and manage this list of contacts, you can use the payments console or you can use the cloud console. Now understand the sub accounts under cloud billing accounts. So sub accounts are intended for resellers. If you are a reseller, you can use sub accounts to represent your customers' charges for the purpose of chargebacks. Cloud billing sub accounts allow you to group charges from projects together on a separate section of your invoice. A billing sub account is a cloud billing account that is owned by a reseller's parent cloud billing account. The usage charges for all billing sub accounts are paid for by the reseller's parent cloud billing account. Note that parent cloud billing account must be an invoice billing. A sub account behaves like a cloud billing account in most ways. It can have projects linked to it. Cloud billing data exports can be configured on it, and it can have identity and access management rules defined on it. Any charges made to projects linked to the sub account or grouped and subtotaled on the invoice, and the effect on resource management is that access control policy can be entirely segregated on the sub account to allow for customer separation and management. The Cloud Billing Account API provides the ability to create and manage sub accounts. Use the API to connect to your existing systems and provision new customers or chargeback groups programmatically. Now let's understand the relationships between organizations, projects, and cloud billing accounts and payments profile. There are two types of relationships that govern the interactions between organization, cloud billing accounts, and projects. That is ownership and payment linkage. So ownership refers to an identity and access management permission inheritance, and payment linkages define which cloud billing account pays for a given project. Ownership of a cloud billing account is limited to a single organization. Payment linkage of a project linked to a cloud billing account is not limited by organization ownership. It is possible for a cloud billing account to pay for projects that belong to an organization that is different from the organization that owns the cloud billing account. The following diagram you can see shows the relationship of ownership and payment linkages for a sample organization. In the diagram, the organization has ownership over projects 1, 2, and 3, meaning that it is the IAM permissions parent of the three projects. The cloud billing account is linked to project 1, 2, and 3, meaning it pays for costs incurred by the three projects. Note that although you can link cloud billing accounts to projects, cloud billing accounts are not parents of projects in an identity and access management sense, and therefore projects don't inherit permissions from the cloud billing account they are linked to. The cloud billing account is also linked to a Google Payments profile, which stores information like name, address, and payment methods. In this example, many users who are granted identity and access management billing roles in the organization also have those roles on the cloud billing account or the projects. Now that you have a theoretical understanding of billing criteria in Google Cloud Platform, let's now see how it's been done practically by trying our hands on it on Google Cloud Platform. You can just directly go to the Google Cloud console. So I already have my account login here. If you don't have an account on Google Cloud Platform, create one. It's a very good platform to have your account on. It will just ask for a little bit of information, including debit or credit card details, and it will just deduct a very small amount of money, 1 or 2 rupees. That's it, and that will also be refunded soon. And what you will get is by creating a Google Cloud Platform account, you will get 90 days free trial in which you will get $300 of free credit, and you can use that for certain demos of like BigQuery or Bigtable, or you can say of compute engine virtual machine instances, launching any kind of service you can use using those free credits. Okay, so this is the project I can show you. Like you can go here and create a project. Okay, or you can like I have like certain projects here, but I will create one more new project. Okay, so that I can show you how billing can be linked to this project. So I will just make the project is getting created. You can see the project name. Okay, this is the older one, so we will just open the new one, demo billing. Yeah, so now you can see the project name here, project ID is being shown, and project number, everything is here. But right now the billing account is not been linked to it, so we can just go here and open billing from here. So we can manage from here. What you can do is you can create a new billing account also. Like for this we can say right now it's because it's been linked, because there is a limit of 3. Like if you are making projects, so only 3 accounts can be linked to a billing account, and right now before making this project I only had one account linked to it. So I just created another and it got automatically linked to it. Okay, so it just got linked, and means it got it linked by itself. But you can like, if it don't get linked, you can, if you open this from like billing section, when you open now, from there only you can link the account. Like manage billing accounts is there. You can like go here, and if you don't have a billing account, you can create one billing account from here, and then the account will be appropriated to it. The billing account will be attached to your project. Okay, so we can see like there is one active billing account, and if we close the active, then there are 2 accounts. This is the free tier account. Actually my free tier is over, so it's closed now. That is my billing account, that is the free tier account, and right now we are accessing is my billing account 1. Okay, so that's how it's get linked. And then what you can see here, like it's showing the billing account, my billing account 1 we are accessing right now. Now what we can do is we can set the budgets and alerts for it. So we can just go to budgets and alerts. Right now the budget is being created. For that we can delete this one. This is the older one, so we will just delete this one, and we can create budget. So all you have to do is give a name. So we can say like custom billing. Okay, and you can like select for which you want to give. Like there are two projects are there, demo or demo billing, but we have to choose a demo billing, so we are just going to choose demo billing. Or we can choose all of them also, it's up to us. And then we can go for all services. You can choose a specific service also, or you can choose all of them. So right now I'm choosing all of them. Yeah, and I've chosen all of them, and then I'm just right now unchecking it, just because we want to see the price like without our discounts and promotion applied to it. So we can just go to next. Then there are like 2 options here. You can see amount, like if you want to give the last month's spend, whatever you have spent last month, that will be applied here. Or you can just choose a specific amount. So I will just choose a specific amount for it, like I can give 1,000. Okay, and the maximum amount I'm going to choose, and that's 1,000. Now you can see you can like put a threshold over it. If the Google will notify you, it will mail you or something, so that you get the alert that 50% of your budget is being spent, or 90% of your budget is spent, or 100% of your budget is spent. Okay, and from like this is the amount, on that basis only it's showing. Okay, so we can also go for actual or forecasted. So actual is like, okay, when it gets spent, I mean. Okay, and forecasted mean when it will forecast that in how much time or in how much period of time it will get spent. It will notify you. Right now we are choosing actual, and you can like create another threshold if you want to. Like I can give at 1% also. So 1%, that will be 10 rupees. After 10 rupees will be spent, it will notify us, I mean, that this much amount is being spent. Okay, and you can like email alerts. Okay, it will email, so you can choose this so that you can get the email for threshold. Okay, and you can just finish it. So custom billing has been made, and 0 credits are being used out of 1,000. That has been done. Then what we can do is go for billing export. How you want to get it export to your BigQuery. Okay, you can like export your billing, whatever your billing amount and every information regarding billing that will be exported to your BigQuery. It's enabled actually, but it is enabled for demo, right? It's not enabled for our demo billing project. So what we can do is we can edit settings. We want to make it for demo billing, but right now we don't have a data set. So create new data set we can do. This is getting created in BigQuery, under BigQuery only. This data set is getting created. So demo bill underscore BQ we can give BigQuery. So data location default we can give, that's not a problem. So whichever location you want to choose, and enable table expiration. Like this is a very cool option. Like whatever data you are like getting saved in your table now under dataset. So for how many days should it retain? So you can give the number of days you want to retain, or if you don't want to delete it. So like just for a second you can understand, like you can give here 10 days. So if you give here 10 days, after 10 days only all the data under table will get deleted, even the table will get deleted. So in that sense you can just give the days here, or you can just remove it so that don't expires. Okay, so you can just create data set. Okay, must contain only letters. Okay, so demo bill BQ is okay. You can just create data set now. So data set is being created, demo bill BQ we can choose, and then we can save it. So BigQuery export is being getting created, and then we can like also enable it for pricing also. We can just go to edit settings, and we can choose our project, that is demo billing and demo bill BQ. So we have to enable the data transfer API in BigQuery. So we can just enable it. So we can just now go back to the billing, and then we can go back to the billing export, and now we can do this. As the data transfer API is being activated, now we can go for demo billing, and we can choose the demo billing IQ and save it. Okay, so the pricing is being enabled for demo billing, and also the daily cost detail is also been enabled, and that will be saved in your BigQuery dataset under the table. Okay, whatever table it's been getting created under that BigQuery, so that will be there. You can see it in BigQuery also, like just go here, BigQuery. You can see the just a second, demo bill IQ. You can see dataset. So in this the table will be created. Right now it's not getting created, but means when the data will be exported, at that time the table will be created, and the data will be saved here. So this has been showing in the BigQuery. Okay, and we can go back here, and now the last feature, that this is the main thing, that is cost table. You can come to cost table. It will show you about the cost of the resources you have used. So for this, like right now I haven't made any resources in this billing account. What we can do is we can go to the that I have told you, like I have that free tire account. So we can go to that account. We can choose that account. Like if we can remove, we can go to the older account, that is closed one, but we can choose this one. So we can just go to my billing account, this, and now we can go to cost table. So here I have all the invoices for it because I have used resources in this. So we can choose this project. Okay, we will open this project demo. Now all the cost and everything which has been charged for this project is just showing here, cost, credit, and everything, because this was a free tire account. So all of whatever is charged, it been reimbursed at the same time. Okay, so you can choose for like compute engine. Every resource has been elongated here. So okay, we can just minimize it, recover it, I mean. So in demo we have a compute engine. So in compute engine we can see, like I have launched the instance N1 predefined instance core for Americas and everything, however it has been given. So you can see the prices for it, like the cost 4297. The virtual machine instance which I have launched, it is showing the cost 4297. But we can check it from pricing calculator also, like how much does it cost. Open from pricing calculator from here. So just open pricing calculator. Okay, and we can just check for instance, for compute engine instance, like how much does it cost. I might have ran that for around a month actually, 20 days or a month. So you can just compute engine and instances we are seeing. So number of instances we can say like 2 instances, but we can okay check for one only. So yeah, all these things are okay, no problem. That's machine type standard only might have I have chosen. So I had to estimate. So estimate cost it's showing is $48.92 per month. So that will come around like 4,000, 5,000 only. So that's how I've been charged for it. Similarly, if you can see, like there is an N1 prefined instance core and N1 prefined instance core running in Americas, everything like how it has been charged 163. I have other instance that might be. Then there is a RAM running, so for that also it's been costed around 2147. That also you can check in pricing calculator only. So instances, okay, it will come in instances only, RAM and everything. So because it's a instance core instance RAM. So and then we can see for E2 instance core how it costed 756 rupees. For everything you can see like the cost is given for every resource. Similarly, we can come for the app engine also. Just a second. What I can do is I can minimize it from here, compute engine. So now there is app engine. You can see similarly for the prices for it. The Flex instance core hours Mumbai. In Mumbai I have launched it, so for Mumbai region, so it's costed 2089. And Flex instance RAM in Mumbai it costed 277. Similarly, you can see it for Cloud SQL also. These are the prices, and for those prices you can choose the if you think it's really high, so you can check it for here, like what's the average price for the resource you are going to launch. Okay, for whatever you are like using, the resource you are using. So now you have understood like how it is costing, and if it is not similar to the cost it has been showing in pricing calculator, then you can redefine it and make it more efficient by understanding the costs and everything. So that's how the GCP billing prices works. With this, we come to the end of today's session of billing in Google Cloud Platform. I hope you had a great time learning and understanding about it. And if you have any queries, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. Until next time, thank you.
I hope you have enjoyed listening to this video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries, and we will reply them at the earliest. Do look out for more videos in our playlist and subscribe to Edureka channel to learn more. Happy learning!